Hello. We're doing a double. I'm doing a double broadcast right now. Got YouTube right here. This Instagram live right here. So right now it's gonna be kind of like a little talk. I have a lot of things I want to say, things I want to share that I think will hopefully help you. So that's why on YouTube I have the chat off. Instagram I would turn the chat off, but I can't. So not gonna be able to answer any questions. Sorry, guys. But what I'm going to talk about right now, which I hope will help you guys, is I'm going to talk about, because I've had to deal with a lot of this in the last few months. So I just want to see if maybe any of this will help you guys. And it's dealing with difficult people, haters, spoiled brats, and just the importance of just like staying calm. Okay. When you have to deal with people like that, and just some of the things that I've done, in case you're wondering how I personally deal with people like that, because maybe it might help you if you're dealing with something like that at work or wherever, especially like in this job that I have right now. I have to deal, well, I mean, I've dealt with haters since childhood. Like I've had, especially like a lot of girls just hate me for no freaking reason. I'm just there and they just hate me automatically. So it's nothing new, okay? So nothing new to me. But this job that I have right now, I have to, deal with a lot of different people from all over the world. So, and a lot of them are younger. Most of the people that we have here, at my job, they range from like 16 to like late 30s, sometimes early 40s, but majority of them are like in their 20s. So in case you didn't know, I'm 33. Okay, I'm not freaking 18. So I've learned something, okay? So first of all, I want to talk about how the truth wins over everything, okay? If you just, if you're a good person, if you just, are honest, and, if people are saying lies about you, I feel like you shouldn't really have to worry, because the truth is going to win out at the end, okay? And I'm going to give you an example that happened to me at this same company, but in California when I worked for them like a few months ago. And somebody on Instagram, one of my friends, she might know what I'm talking about. Don't say her name, okay? Don't say her name. We don't want to speak her name, okay? She's not worth the time. But basically, there was this girl, younger than me. I think she was like 21 or something like that. And okay, I'm not going to go into the very specifics, but basically, she didn't do her job, okay? We were in the same position. She wasn't above me, I wasn't above her, but like we were supposed to do this job. Okay, and not just her, but her and several other people didn't do their job. And I didn't think it was fair that I was the only one doing the job. And, because I've kind of always been like that. In school, I was kind of like the kid in the group. I hated group projects because I was always like the kid that did most of the work, and then everyone else took the credit, and it was so annoying. I'm just like, that's not fair how I do the work and like they all get credit. And, when you go through that a lot, by the time you're 30, you're freaking sick of it. Like, you're like, I'm done. I'm not going to let people like get credit for my work. So, hey, everyone, sorry, I can't like answer your door, but yeah, I'm doing YouTube and Instagram at the same time. So, so yeah, they didn't do their job, and I didn't want to let them get away with it. They were all younger than me. Just saying, so you have context. So I told, the people that, are our bosses, basically what happened, that because, and also it was a safety issue. It wasn't really because, I just wanted to be right or I wanted to get back at people. It was a safety issue because we were working with young kids. And that's the other reason why I was more concerned and upset that they weren't doing their job, because it was a safety thing. We were supposed to look after these kids and they didn't do their job. So I was upset. And basically everyone that all the names that I gave of the people that didn't do their job, they got mad at me, which I do understand why like they got mad because they got in trouble, but it's like you have to face consequences. If you didn't do your job, you can't get away with it. Also because like I said, it's a safety issue. That was like the biggest thing for me. If it didn't have to do with younger kids, maybe I might have let it go, but because we had to look after these kids and they weren't doing their job, it was putting it was gonna affect the kids. That's why I felt like I had to say something, because also they had to learn. Because if they don't, they're gonna keep doing it. So yeah, and then they all got mad, basically got mad at me. But I didn't really care. That's another thing you have to learn when you get older. Who cares if people don't like you? I think doing what's right is what's most important. They don't like you. Oh well, not everyone's gonna like you. That's the thing you have to learn. Your true friends, they're gonna like you. The ones that don't, bye. Who cares? Life is short. Who cares? So I didn't really care that they didn't like me. And basically, one girl in particular, she really didn't like me. And after that, and she was just like, every time we had to work together, she was just lying, basically saying that I was lazy, I wasn't doing the work, and basically everything she was doing, she was saying that I was doing. Like, she was projecting, and she didn't realize. I'm like, girl, like, you are, everything that you're saying that I'm doing, you're the one that's doing that. You're totally projecting. You don't even realize you're not self-aware. Oh, saying that I'm lazy and I didn't want to do the work. You're the one doing that. I was always like the first person. At most jobs, I'm like the first one in, last one out. Okay, and people that know me know that I'm not lazy. I'm a very hard worker. So it's just was funny that she was just saying that, and no one believed her. Like, people that knew her, like, she would go to like my the people, my bosses basically, and she would like tell them that, and like they're like, yeah, we don't, like, they didn't say to her face, we don't believe you, but like they're like, yeah, sure, and then she would leave. It's like, yeah, we don't believe you. Like, because they know me, so it's like. And they've seen me work too. It's like actions speak louder than words. They've seen me be hardworking. They've seen her sit on her butt and not do any work. So who's the lazy one? It's like, you can say all you want, but actions speak louder than words. So it's just hilarious. And I didn't really get, like, maybe if I was 10 or something, maybe I might be upset that someone's talking bad about me, but it was just more funny because it's like, wasn't even true. And just the fact that she thought people were gonna believe her. I'm like, girl, like, actions speak louder than words. You leave. Okay. So, yeah, basically, I just want to, like, I didn't really worry. Okay, and then at one point, she freaking, like, came up to me while we were working and got in my face about how I'm, like, being lazy, and I'm, like, and I just started laughing. Not like, ah, ha, 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 but it was just like, okay. I was just, staying calm because, it's not like it's not something I'm used to all the time. People, like, just being in your face like this, but she was, like, in my face. And I knew she was trying to get a reaction out of me, so then she can use that reaction probably against me. That's how people are. So you just gotta stay calm, okay? So I was there, she's in my face saying how I'm all these things that weren't true, that she was, but she's just projecting. So I'm just, like, staying calm, just like, and I'm just, like, laughing. And she's like, oh, what, you think it's funny? I'm like, yeah. I'm just like, I can't even, like, it's not even worth a response. So I didn't even say anything. I'm just like, okay, you're done saying everything? Okay, cool. So then, we talked to, my supervisor and everything. She talked to all of us. She got, like, everyone's side, but then after our little meeting, she, like, my boss, she told us that she didn't believe a word the other girl said. So I'm like, see? The truth wins out at the end. Okay, so basically, who still has a job for this company? Me. Who does not have a job? That girl. Okay? So, if you're a good person, you work hard, you, like, are not a jerk to people, don't worry about people saying things about you. A lot of times, the people that are saying the worst things about you don't even know you. Because my friends will actually know me probably wouldn't be saying that stuff because they know it's not true. And I've noticed that most of the people that like, say bad things about me don't even know me. I'm like, dude, like, you don't even know me. Why are you saying that? It's hilarious. It's funny. So now here, my coworkers here are awesome. So I don't really have to deal with like anyone like, trying to like get me fired or anything like that. And they all like actually work hard and stuff. So I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all the work. But here it's mostly the young people that we have to deal with as part of our job that have been difficult. And I mean, I knew that was going to be part of the job. But I've kind of been pleasantly surprised with kind of how I've handled it. It's kind of fun sometimes, because some people, like, we get a lot of, let's just say a lot of students here they have money, okay, and they're spoiled. So they're not used to people saying no to them. They have, a lot of them, like, lack discipline. So I'm just like, I'm happy to be the one to provide that discipline. I'm happy to be the one to say no to you because you need someone to say no to you because a lot of them have parents that just kind of ship them off because the parents don't want to deal with them, which is messed up as a parent. You need to deal with your kids instead of shipping them off to other people. But it's just kind of like fun dealing with them. Like, for example, part of my job is we get to play music sometimes, okay? We get to play music when we have to work at this desk, this front desk area. We have to always have music playing, and whoever's at the desk at the time gets to pick the music. Obviously, we try not to pick something that's gonna like be like super sad or whatever, something upbeat. But I have a very eclectic mix of music that I like to play. I can go from like salsa music to Spanish pop and rock, or Mexican, whatever, but it's in Spanish. So Spain, yeah. Okay. Or some punk rock, classic rock, Daft Punk. So I like a lot of different types of music, and Michael Jackson. Just depends on what I feel like playing. I like to kind of mix it up, jock jams, whatever. But we don't play anything like really sad and stuff. So, we have to play this music pretty loud, so everyone, and that's kind of like where we play the music, that's where a lot of the students, that's kind of where they hang out. So they kind of have to listen to our music. And I've dealt with people, like, some of these students are so spoiled that, like, they think, and they see me, they think I'm their age. They think, oh, she's nice, she'll do whatever I want. It's like, no, okay? Just because I'm nice doesn't mean I'm gonna be a pushover, okay? So, no. So I've had people complain about my music. No, it's just because I'm not playing your horrible music, okay? Sometimes your music is pretty bad. And it was funny because I was playing like older, like kind of like disco, okay? But it was upbeat, okay? And and one of the most spoiled people we have here, one of the spoiled guys, he was like, hey, turn it off. And I'm just like, I turn it up a little bit more, and I'm just like, huh? Can't hear you, what? He's like, I'm like, sorry, can't hear you. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn this up a little bit more. No, I'm not gonna, like you're not the boss of me. You're not gonna tell me what to do, okay? So, yeah. And then I've had other, like, these people think they can just walk all over you. Like, we have like a keyboard, mouse, or whatever on the computer. And these guys, like, I turn my back for 1 second to like get something, and they freaking grab the keyboard and mouse and try to like search up their music that they want me to play. And I'm just like, excuse me, no. Like, no. I don't know where you come from, or you think like that's totally okay. If you would have asked me nicely, hey, can you play this song? I could have looked it up and maybe played something for you. But you just like freaking take something? No. And I remember the bad ones and the good ones. Don't worry, I remember the good ones too. Like, no tolerance, baby. You do me wrong, you're going up here, and I'm gonna remember you, okay? So then I saw those guys again, and they were asking for something. I'm just like, excuse me, like, yes, what do you want? Yeah, I remember. Okay, but yes, we do deal with a lot of difficult people, but the really nice ones, I love them. I remember them, of course. Like every time one of them is like super sweet, I'm just like, what's your name? Because I want to remember their name. And I talk to them and stuff. So, because sometimes people think, oh, you're so mean. Like, shut up, dude. I'm not mean. I'm just standing up for somebody who attacked me first. You're gonna do something towards me, I'm gonna try to, not let you walk all over me, okay? And putting up, turning up the volume on a song. Oh, like really? You're gonna get offended by that? Come on. No. And one of the other awesome things I got to do was there's people, because I live here where I work, and we get to, people get a little rowdy. We get to tell them what to do and tell them to shut up. It's awesome. And because after a certain point, they're supposed to be quiet. It's quiet hours, okay? And these people don't respect that. Some of them, obviously. I recognize certain people. There's a certain group that all hang out with each other that don't like to respect quiet hours. And it's disrespectful to everyone. If people are trying to sleep, then they think they can just like walk all over you. And I guess, I don't know, they're used to people like not saying no to them. And at first I was nice. I caught a few of them several times. I remember them. I'm like, okay, that's your first time, second time, blah, blah, blah. But one night it got so bad, I caught like 6 of them. 6 of them being freaking loud. And I'm just like, I'm sick of it. And there's one guy, he's been in trouble for other things too. So it's not like, it wasn't like a new thing for him to be in trouble. I'm just like, okay, that's it. That's it, buddy. I got all their names. They didn't know I was getting their names too. That's the thing. You gotta be sneaky, okay? You can't like show all your cards, okay? So, because I remember them, and I know what floor they live on. So what I did is I remembered all their names in my head. And then the next day, because a lot of them, I told them they need to be quiet. I told them several times. They were like, several of them were arguing with me, okay? Several of them were making faces at me while I was telling them they needed to be quiet. And I was calm. I wasn't like yelling, be quiet, obviously, because they're supposed to be, it's quiet hours. I'm not going to be yelling. So I remember them the next day. I freaking looked them all up, gave all their names to my supervisor, and she talked to all of them. And they all got in trouble. It was wonderful. And the one that was constantly in trouble, the one guy, like he's like on like the last, like he's about to get kicked out of here, which if he does, I'll be very happy because he's just super disrespectful and he needs to learn a lesson. So, and what happened, like that day after she talked to him, they all gave me stink eye. Every time I see them now, they give me a stink eye and I'm like, I don't care. I'm very happy you got in trouble because you deserved it. You freaking deserved it. You're probably so used to people, you're probably used to them saying yes to you all the time. You get to walk all over them. Well, that's not going to happen with me, okay? And I think it helped that I got them in trouble like that. The one guy that like he kind of, I was like, okay, this is like your 3rd time. He didn't get in trouble right away, but the other people, because it was like in one night, I'm just like, oh, you think I'm gonna wait? No, the next day you're all getting in trouble. And it was awesome. And still to this day, they're like scared of me now. Like when they see me, they're just like, they make this face like, oh shoot. I'm like, yes, please be scared of me. Okay, I hope so. Because I need you to know that you're not gonna walk over me just because I look all nice and sweet. And so yeah, that was glorious. And one girl even moved floors. She moved floors because she didn't want to be with me because I was on them about being quiet. I'm like, I don't care. Like, that's not gonna hurt my feelings. Oh my god, you moved floors. And I kind of can read people like pretty well. And I told my supervisor when I gave them all the names, I told her, I was like, I bet you they're gonna tell you that I'm exaggerating and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, first of all, I had 2 witnesses. I had 2 other students who saw me talk to them. And they were also telling them, you guys need to be quiet. It's quiet hours. So I have witnesses. So I'm just letting you know that they're probably going to tell you I'm exaggerating. And then I talked to my supervisor later, and she's like, yeah, they said you were exaggerating. I'm like, I told you. Like, I just know these people. So, but obviously my, supervisor knows what a hard worker I am. She knows how I am. And, and they had told her that I was being aggressive. And I was like, me aggressive? Like, really? She's like, yeah, I know, I didn't believe it. I'm like, I know, right? Like to that, they're the ones exaggerating. See, that's a thing. That's what people do. Like, they do something and then they project it onto you. Like cheaters, they will accuse you of cheating when they're the ones cheating. And it's happened to me. So if somebody is like really accusing you of something, lying, cheating, being lazy, it's because they're probably the ones doing it. And they don't. A lot of times they don't even realize that they're doing it. It's like, dude, you're so not self-aware. Like, you're the lazy one. Why are you blaming me? You're the one who's cheating. Why are you saying I'm the cheater? So yeah. But now when I see them, I just like smile. I'm like, hi, do you need something? Okay. But they don't really talk to me though anymore. They'll talk to another staff member if they need something. They will like avoid me at the desk, which I don't care. I'm like, good, because you needed someone to lay down the hammer on you, and I was happy to do it. So, and then, oh my gosh, with the music thing. Okay, I'm really into music. Okay, I'm obsessed with music. I'm like the friend that people call and they're like, oh, I need to know the name of this artist and song. So that's one of my favorite things about the job is that I get to play music when I'm at the desk and I get to pick and stuff. No one can tell me what to pick. Like I said, as long as it's not like super sad or whatever, it's slow, we can pick the music, and it doesn't have a bunch of cuss words either. So sometimes I feel like, and it just like depends on what mood I'm in. Okay, so and then so one time I guess like they didn't like the music that I was playing, and I was on my break. And when we go on our break, we have to leave the music playing because they always want us to play music. So we leave the music playing, and then we go off on our break. And then I was walking by the desk. I was still on my break. I was walking by, and I noticed, one of the kids was playing music really, really like super loud. Like they brought their own speakers, and they were playing, their own music. And I was like, okay, they're trying to drown out my music. Okay, and I just didn't react. Okay, I wasn't like, you need to turn down your music, blah, blah, blah. No, that's why you need to stay calm. Okay, you need to stay calm, don't show any reaction, and then think of a strategy, okay? So I was still on my break, so I just like walked by. I'm like, okay, it's trying to drown out my music because I don't like it. We'll see about that. So I was still on my break, so I came down after my break. And then what I did was, it makes me so happy. I played some merengue and salsa. I played it really loud, and I was dancing because I was using my computer and like dancing at the same time because I love to dance too. So I'm like on the computer, like standing up and like just jamming to the salsa merengue and playing it real loud, just turning it up. They're playing their stupid, horrible music. I'm sorry, the music they were playing was really bad. Okay, so I mean, a lot of the new stuff now is that's what I have to say. So they're playing their horrible music and they're trying to drown out my music. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna battle it out, but I'm not gonna like battle it out by being like, you need to turn down your music. So I just like played my salsa merengue real loud, and I was just like jamming, like doing my work and just like dun dun dun, shaking my hips, just dancing, doing my work. And probably 10, 12 minutes, they left. They turned their music on and they left. And I was so happy. I'm like, yes, finally. Because they were playing that music for a while. They were playing it for like 30, 40 minutes. And I could see their faces. And I heard some of them complaining later about like, Latino music and stuff. I'm like, excuse me, you're Miami? Why are you, if you don't want to hear any Latino sounds, why are you in Miami? Okay, so it's like, some of the things people say are so like, It's like, I don't know what a good example is, but going to Miami and then complaining that you're hearing Latino music is just like, why are you here then? That's part of the culture, so you shouldn't be complaining about that. Um, I'm happy to bring more of that Latino music in your life if you want. But that just made me so happy. It was just awesome because I know they didn't like the music that I was playing, because sometimes I play like older music, and not even like that old, like like classic rock or Beatles or Queen or something, and a lot of them, they just like the new stuff that is just horrible. Okay, I grew up playing music and listening to classical music. Okay, when you listen to that and you actually know how to play music, it's really hard to get into like just like that. What is that? Okay, so no, I'm not a fan of that music. Okay, um, you know, yeah. So that was just awesome. So that's just the thing. You just gotta stay calm, okay, and just like be quiet. That's kind of a good thing about just not being an extrovert. Just like you're just like calm, okay, and not show all your cards. That's the thing. Like when I told those when I told my supervisor on all those people that were being loud. I wasn't like, I'm gonna tell on you. I didn't say that. I was just like, hey, I told them that they needed to be quiet. That's what they were supposed to do. They didn't listen, and I was like, okay. And I just walked away. Then the next day they got in trouble because I told my supervisor on them. But I didn't tell them. You can't, because if you show all your cards to the person you're trying to get back at, they're gonna know how to. You can't. No reaction. And a lot of times that's what people want. When they're trying to push your buttons, they want you to react. So you need to be calm and just take yourself out of the situation, then kind of brainstorm what you want to do, a strategy. That's kind of what I did. Like, I will tell you, when I first heard the really loud music that they were playing because they were trying to drown out my music, I was really annoyed. But like, I didn't show it. I was just like, oh my god. But I'm like, I'm gonna get back at them. I'm gonna get back at them. And I did. I played my salsa and merengue, and it was awesome. And then yesterday, this guy, I was playing music because that's part of my job. I'm not just like sitting there playing music. That's not all I do, but it's like we play music as we're doing our job there at the desk. And so I was there at the desk, I music, and I can't help myself because I love music and I like dancing. So, and like, if it's a good beat, I'll be kind of like going like this, but I'll still be like doing my job or whatever. So I'm helping this one student, and this other a-hole, sorry, I call him an a-hole because he was a jerk. So I'm helping this one student, I'm still helping him. I'm not done helping him. And this guy's like, oh, can you like help me? Like that's the one thing. That's the other thing I noticed about here is just like, not just here, but like people in general, like they think their problem is an emergency. And it's like, it's really not an emergency. You're not freaking dying. Just freaking wait. People do not have patience. But they have to learn patience. So it's like, you have to make them realize it's not an emergency. You're gonna be okay. You can wait 5 freaking minutes. So basically he was complaining that the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Is that life or death? No, it's not. And I told him, like, I'm helping this one student. I will get to you when I'm done helping him. Because he was like, excuse me. You see me helping this guy. I will get to you after I finish helping him, okay? His honestly was more important because it had to do with legal documents and things like that, that it needed to get done like soon. So his was actually more important too. So, and then when I told him that, I was like, I'll help you after I finish helping him. He was like, you're just a DJ. Because I was playing music and I was grooving to the music. And I'm just like, when he said that, it did make me mad because it's like, I'm more than just like a freaking DJ. But obviously I didn't react. I just like didn't reply to, didn't respond to his comment. So he's just like, oh, you're just a DJ. And then he like walked away. It is, insulting because it's like, oh, it probably just just because I'm like a girl, that all I can do is play music. I can't even like, because he said that because he's mad because I didn't like drop everything to help him when I'm helping somebody else who does have a more important issue. So because he said that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a DJ. So I played the music loud and I jammed even harder. Yeah. And it was awesome because, I just wanted to show that like it's like you're not gonna like, take me down. Okay, because say I'm a DJ, like, yeah, it was like insulting, but it's not gonna stop me. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, he said I was a DJ, I need to just stop playing music, I need to just like stop enjoying live. No, I'm gonna play it even louder, I'm gonna dance even harder. Okay? So that's what I did. And then he came, maybe like a couple hours later, and then I helped him with the Wi-Fi. But it's like, dude, like, that was not life or death. And you see, I'm helping somebody. So that's one thing you have to kind of like do here. And it's kind of, it just like, I think just in general, it's just like people like need to just calm down, and you need to set boundaries too. And also just manage your time, okay? Because people, that just happens in life too. People just, you're busy with one thing and people want you to like drop everything and do something for them, and it's like you can't say yes to everything. And I used to be like somebody who would say yes to everything because I wanted to help everyone, and not just like at work, but just like in life in general. But then it would be at the cost of my health. I would just be like super exhausted, tired, crying all the time, like, oh god. So you have to set boundaries, and sometimes you have to say no, and those people have to understand that. If they get mad at you because you say no, they were not your true friend because they need to understand that you have boundaries and you need to take care of yourself. And also, people shouldn't be your friends just because of what you can do for them. I don't know, a strange concept, right? They should just want to be your friend because they want to be your friend, and yeah. So I think that's another important thing. It's okay to say no. Okay? And I know there's like that movie Yes Man, where he like says yes to like adventure, but I think that's different. It's more like saying yes to like opportunities, activities. I think it's good to say yes to a lot of that stuff. Maybe not everything, because obviously you also don't want to take on too much where you're overwhelmed and maybe you're not getting a lot out of everything because you took on way too much. But yes, be very open to experiences and opportunities, especially opportunities, things like that, because you don't know what that's going to come again. But when people just like constantly want something from you and like want you to do things for them, you have to say no sometimes, because you can't perform at your best when you're just run down all the time. Okay, you can't be your best self. Okay. So I think that's about it. I hope maybe you guys got something out of this. Hopefully you did. But it's been pretty interesting, this job. I feel like it has helped me become just stronger and just learning how to deal with difficult people. And like I said, it's not my first time I've dealt with it, but I've just had to deal with it like a lot more and more constant, like daily basis, as opposed to like every once in a while I have to deal with some difficult person. With this job, it's like all the time, sometimes multiple ones the same day. So you have to like really like learn how to like stay calm and deal with people and things like that, and just kind of like get back at them in a way that's like, it's not going to get you fired, it's not going to hurt anyone, but it's still kind of satisfying. Like when people try to complain about my music and things like that, like, you know what, I'm just going to turn it up a little bit louder. Yeah, what? Wait, what was that about my music? I can't really hear you. Oh, yeah, music is just so good. I'm just going to be jamming to it. Yeah, sorry, I can't hear you. Yeah, it's just awesome. So, yeah, let me know in the comments in YouTube. This is going to be on YouTube, too, if you want to watch it. What do you think in the comments? Any experiences you've had deal with people, maybe how you deal with difficult people. And if you noticed the way that I did it, it was not violent. I didn't actually hurt anyone. maybe annoyed them, but who cares? You know, that's temporary. You know, they're not going to be like, it's not going to affect them for the rest of their lives because I played music really loud. You know, it's not painful, but it's satisfying. And it hopefully taught them a lesson. All right, have a good weekend, and yeah, I'm going to go now. All right. Oh, and look for links below if you like my dress. It's from lulus.com. So you get a $20 discount. And then other links in the description below. Bye, have a good weekend. Okay. End it.